Wait.
No, that's the one that I bought. We bought like four extra ones.
Yeah, but like the one yesterday, I have another one in my office. None of them work except this model, I guess. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing.
Is it the ones I gave you?
You gave me one of these.
The ones I gave you all work.
You only gave me one.
Right, but
This
that's
one.
one from my bag that I
Right.
had.
So can I take this one back with you? Because did you take the one Friday?
The one Friday's in the Cheerios box. The
What box?
Cheerios box?
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shoot. Okay. Then I'm good. That one works.
Okay.
Yep. I don't need it.
I think I owed it 3 extra and you have the 4.
Perfect.
We're
I didn't
right
see it in the
now,
box.
we're going to your athletic social media and we're just going to our YouTube for Orderville. I would have done it on Facebook, but
You're on the BCTV channel, right?
we're on the BCTV channel.
The TV, my Facebook, my YouTube.
And our YouTube. He didn't want us to go to our Facebook, but I would have. But
That's fine.
yeah.
I knew it worked. Because even if there was a firewall issue with Facebook, we don't really go to Facebook. We go to Restream, you know?
I'm here. It all works. Don't worry. We're gonna have fun.
Do you guys have the capability of like split screen with an image?
With a switcher, yeah.
They were asking about senior night. So,
If I bring a TriCaster, yeah.
well, is it easier for us to just produce something and run it 5 minutes before the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do have a TriCaster. It just has 3 components to it. It's like a mini switcher, and you can put like several input, 4 inputs into it. So you can put a projector input into it, put a camera into it, and then I put graphics, and we switch back and forth.
Okay.
I do have that. It's a little cumbersome, and I would need an extra table to do it. It's not really a portable unit, but it is manageable. If I could get there an hour before. I'm trying to talk into buying a portable unit. That's $6,000.
Would they give us the ability to do replays of football?
Yeah.
I know he wants to do that.
But if they want to spend the money, we can just refer them to my guys in Acton, because that's what we did in Acton.
Still leave already?
I don't think so. I don't think he's leaving.
Where?
He's staying here all day.
Bill? Oh, you said he was going to watch football today. Yeah, he's got to sit down for a little while. He's not off.
He was supposed to be off today. Takes it away.
Love you know. So my daughter's coming back from Chicago. Look forward to it. How long? Little visit or long term? Just a few days. She actually works for Concord Hospital, but her husband is a DEA agent in Chicago. And because of, the way it all worked out, they wanted as many people working from home. She's a dosimetrist. She works in the oncology department. And she does all her work remotely by computer. So she lives in Chicago, but works for Concord Hospital, and works out fine. And, they're worried that she's going to take a job in Chicago. She's saying, why would I? It's great. I get to stay home, and I get to, do what I do and make what I make, and not have to commute or anything. Yeah. She says, I'll stay here forever if you let me. They're looking at buying a house. They're torn between getting a smallest house in the city by all their friends, spending about $500,000, or getting going to Hammond, Indiana, right over the border, and getting like a 5-bedroom place with an acre of land and garage and basement, everything for about $300,000. Plus, I think the taxes are going to leave you in Indiana as well. Oh, I bet. Yeah. I mean, I remember I lived outside Cincinnati, in suburbs, and like for $500,000 you could get 6,500 square foot 5-bedroom in Cincy or Kentucky. In Ohio, or Kentucky, either way. 25 minutes outside down, because Cincinnati's right on the border, yeah, right on the river. Right. So, Kentucky and Indiana too, I think, right? Yeah, Indiana's a few more miles to the west, but yeah, it's pretty close. Because Indiana is pretty much the line for Pacific time. Yeah. So like it would be dark or light rather, so late. Like I'd be watching the Red Sox game at Fenway, and it's like bright out, and it's been dark at Fenway for 4 innings.
It's almost a good hour later.
Yeah. Where do you live?
I bought a little house. I bought like a 600 square foot, 1 bedroom bungalow.
Oh wow.
And I fixed it up though. I added another bedroom. I put like a bunch of work into it. But
Are you in Manchester?
I'm in Manchester, but we can't afford Manchester or Bedford, so we're looking at like more
Yep.
Oh, I never knew.
But so I'm gonna be listing my house. And my house is worth like $140,000 more than what I paid.
Wow. You know what?
In 5 years, I only paid like nothing for my house.
That's awesome.
You know what the kind of
Nice down payment, and then we'll pay off a home improvement loan, but everything that I did. So we'll pay that off. And I'm like, so what we're paying for the home improvement loan plus the mortgage is the same that we pay for the house. What are you saying there?
I was gonna say, you know what's a cute little town is Franklin.
Franklin,
Yeah, I know it's a long drive, but it's a really sweet downtown. It's very inexpensive.
we're looking at Raymond, Epping, Concord,
Raymond's
Gary.
good.
That's
You want land?
Raymond,
You want land?
affordable.
Yeah. Candy and Deerfield is not a bad area.
That's what they're telling me.
Yeah, but you know, Candy and Deerfield is like ultra flavor something.
I would say that.
Yeah, I mean, drive down Route 27, tell me how many some billboards.
There's some new construction going up too, like 55 plus which I qualify for, but I don't want to be one of those.
No,
Those birds.
and Hookford almost dead.
Yeah, so we're looking around. We'll buy something though. We got a hefty down payment, so we'll be alright.
Hookford is the Bedford for people who can't afford Bedford.
Warm ups or something.
When they go out there,
They're not out there. As usual, they're not getting off.
they won't let us on until 2 o'clock.
I'll go on there and say, talk to people real quick. Are we on broadcasting, by the way? All right. I'm gonna, in 3 minutes, I'm gonna go, I'm not on yet. But in 3 minutes, I'm gonna tell everybody what I'm doing.
I kind of like it, right? I don't know. What do you think, Eric? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I kind of liked it, right?
You like it better like that?
It went back dark.
Yeah, it's automatic.
No, I didn't. Sorry.
This is mine. You know what the Sabbath ritual here, or did you leave it in the car? That's mine.
Sure you had it in here, Bill? Ready whenever you are.
Again, I'm just gonna come on and just tell people we'll be on in about 10 minutes. Yep.
Bingo.
And that is Juice World on Bedford 105.1. Terry Kozlowski live at Sullivan Arena on the campus of St. Anselm. And if you're watching us on BCTV, you can see the players warming up. They just got on the ice. They need about 10 minutes to get ready. So our broadcast, our play-by-play will begin at about 2:10. So stay tuned. We'll get right to it after we listen to some Cake on Bedford 105.1.
Good to go. They shut me off because I'm not at my home.
I'm trying to figure out why this thing's popping and cracking. Because I was hearing that a minute ago. Yeah, I mean, I thought it might have been this cord, but if it's happening to you, I'm not sure if it's going over the air or not. It might be. I don't have any other mic cords, unfortunately.
Is it still acting up?
Try it out.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't hear any crack, snap, crackle, or pop right now, but it comes and goes.
Yeah, it was one of those things like every time I hold it, are we live?
We are live, as a matter of fact.
If I jiggle this, it's better.
That sounds clean now. Sounds all right? Okay. All right. Up, see, now it just... It is plugged in. We're on now. What are you talking about?
Battery power on the mixer? Yeah.
No, the battery will work.
Four minutes left in warm-ups here before we get going.
Yep. We'll be ready to roll one more song. All these names are pretty obvious, right? Nothing too weird.
Nope, I think we're pretty good there.
Coskren and Philbrick are their big stars. Alex Ford's pretty good too. Okay, now I'm hearing crackle. Yeah, I can't seem to isolate what the problem is.
Yeah. No.
And you could be like sitting perfectly still and it starts crackling.
I know. What do you got, cracking? We'll get through it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see your headset. It's still cracking? Good. I think we're okay.
No, it's not doing it now. But it comes and goes.
It's inconsistent. It's. You want to gaff and tape that thing? Yeah, I would just gaff and tape it like that.
Here, I got some right here. There. That should leave it. That should keep it from moving around. Thank you. Appreciate it. Notice I'm wearing the jersey?
I know. I got my two teams that I want to win today. Phil and Buck.
Two and a half minutes here. Warm-ups before we drop the puck to start.
Sorry?
Well, we have a minute here. Special thanks again to BCTV's crew, Harry, George.
1 minute, we'll be on. Okay, we're going on.
Are you aware what's going on at the school board meeting tomorrow night? I get this off and run. He wanted me to put it on the radio and get it.
We're gone. And welcome back to Sullivan Arena. Ready to start the big game between the Bulldogs and the Concord Crimson Tide. I'm Harry Kozlowski. Bedford Athletic Director Corey Parker serving as my side man, my color commentator. And this is a game I think a lot of people had circled on their calendars almost a year ago when these two teams are supposed to face off in the finals, the Division I NHIAA finals at SNHU Arena. That game, of course, called off, as was the season, because of COVID. But now they're finally going to face each other.
Yeah, certainly. I think if you talk to Coach Duncan or Coach Myers, in both cases, they look at it as a different season, different game. But certainly, I think for the returning student athletes from both teams, they're excited to get on the ice. And as that was an exciting final that unfortunately didn't happen, given our winter sports abrupt ending. And so I'm sure the team is very excited about this one and playing a quality opponent like Concord each and every year. I think the kids get excited for these close games.
Speaking of returning players, Concord brings back a number of their big stars. Ryan Philbrick, number 4. Also Tyler Koster, number 12. Watch for him. Noah Druid, number 14. And Alex Forward. Wyndham, a 6-0 shutout. Meanwhile, the Tide, they start 2-0, beating Hanover in a double home series, 4-0 and 8-2. We're ready to drop the puck. Brooks Craig against Kerr on the faceoff, and now Kerr coming in. We got an opportunity for 2-on-1. There's a shot on goal and a save by Kevin Jones in net for the Tide.
Wow, fast start there for the Bulldogs.
And here's Roberto, and his own goal. Roberto scores. Brooks Craig accidentally put the puck in his net. He was trying to clear it out of the crease. Instead, he put it over the shoulder of Kevin Jones. Just like that, the Bulldogs are up 1-0.
Headsy pressure early from that first line there, really setting the tone, having it in there and testing the goalkeeper, Kevin Jones, and quick one for the Bulldogs.
So that was a quick one there, and I'm sure it's one that the Tide weren't expecting. Put one in the net themselves. Bedford controls it again in the Tide zone, but they're going to call this offside as Brady Burke touches up. The faceoff will come out outside the blue line. Want to welcome our viewers on Concord TV. They're picking up the broadcast from BC TV. Glad to have you on board. Now Craig against number 25, La Rochelle on the faceoff. The puck goes into the Concord end, but it's now picked up by Zach Drew. Brings it into the Bedford end. Drew gets around his man. Centering pass, but he put it into the feet of the skater, and they couldn't do anything with it. Now here comes Bedford back 2-on-2 the other way. Long clearing pass behind the Concord net. La Rochelle gets to it first, but Drew takes it away and sends it off the board. Fredrickson now over the blue line. He's looking for a centering pass, and he tries to feed it inside to Craig, but he couldn't connect. It goes into the corner.
Yeah, good opportunity there. Brooks was able to get past the defenders and couldn't connect.
Now Bedford coming back. They're going to make a change, just clearing the zone. Philbrick picks up the puck, tries to get a quick breakout pass. Instead, it's fired into the zone by Coskren, number 12. Bedford recovers. Coskren fighting for the puck. And it finally flips over to Dalton Roberto. Gets it to his defensive partner, and they get it out of the zone. Dalton Roberto behind the net. Thornton couldn't play it. The puck is loose along the board. Coskren. Thornton intercepts that centering pass and clears the zone. 13-13 to go in the first. Bedford up 1-0 on a goal by Roberto. Owen Roberto. Sorry, so many Roberto brothers. I get them mixed up. Parker, Dalton, Roberto. No.
Been a lot of them.
But they produce a lot of good hockey players, that the Roberto family. Here comes Philbrick carrying it into the Bedford zone. He's got two defenders on him. Goes down. No call. McGonigal now chases it behind the net. Now Arhad Vadia picks up the loose puck for Bedford. Chips it out into the neutral zone. And Concord right on the attack. McGonigal, his shot hits the stick. Doesn't reach the net. Arhad Vadia up the board. And Bedford clears it out of zone. Here's the 2-on-1. Over to Roberto. Shot scores! Roberto, his second goal.
Curtis Roberto, pretty give no chance there for Kevin Jones, as he simply couldn't move at that pace to cover the other side of the net.
And that was a great breakout. Vadia hitting Kerr along the board, and then Kerr finding Roberto cutting in. And now it's a 2-0 score. So at 12:28, Bedford's got two. Roberto with the second goal. Clearing pass. Coskren tries to get it ahead to Craig. Instead, he holds on to it, leaves it there for Craig. The face-off circle. The wrister, a weak one. In the crease. Finally picked up by Kerr. Goes behind the net. And they clear it out of the zone. Here's a shot on goal, and Guimont knocks it away. Now Kerr picks it up for Bedford, tries to clear it up. Broken up by Concord. Back to Philbrick. Philbrick runs into a Bedford player, loses the puck. That was Johnson. Johnson takes that puck away again. They collide at the blue line. Philbrick flips it into the Bedford zone. O'Connor's going to chase this down. They're going to call it an icing, and the faceoff will come back into the Concord end. Two quick ones by Owen Roberto, and Bulldogs lead 2-0.
Yeah, definitely a start we were looking for, and it'll be interesting to see how Concord can get some composure here and settle down a little bit, as two quick ones on the board definitely has set the tone so far.
Philbrick behind his own net. He runs into Johnson. Now here's Will Scott behind the net. Philbrick takes it right back. Flips it up the board. Now the Tide break out. Philbrick pass into the skates of Johnson. Bedford forechecking well here. Colin Nelson tries to get it out, but Bedford keeps it in again. Now they finally break out. Alla tries to get it across to Coskren. O'Connor gets there first in the corner. Into Bonneville. Puck is knocked away there by number 14, Derek Greer. Now a quick shot by Noah Drew. And a save, a loose puck there momentarily, but Shea Guimont is able to hold his position, and we get a whistle.
Nice job by Shea there, holding the spot, locking it up. First action for him today.
This has got to be a shock for the Tide. I mean, they haven't given up 2 goals all year. They gave up 2 to Hanover yesterday. They shut them out first day. They have not been behind by 2 goals all season.
Yeah, definitely coming out with flurry here so far for the Bedford Bulldogs, and hopefully they can keep the pressure up.
Dothart in the corner for Bedford. Taken over there by Tarbell. Joey Tarbell fires it wide. Held in at the point. Here's another shot by Alex Forward. Bancher. Back to Shoemaker, now back around. Lipinski tried to get a stick on it. Instead, there's a wide shot on goal. The Tide now doing their part, holding the puck in the Bedford end, trying to get some pressure going here. The scrum still in the corner. Finally, Dothart comes up with the puck. Dalton Roberto tries to clear it out. It's held in and gets another chance at it. Now here's a turnover. Shot on goal. That was Tarbell, kicked away by Guimont. And now finally the puck leaves the Bedford end. Concord has to regroup. 9:32 to play. Bedford up 2-0. Brooks Craig carries the puck in. He's got a man on him. Leaves it there. Takes a shot right off the helmet of Shea Guimont, but it goes over the net. Cleared across. Brady Burke plays it, tries to clear it out, and does, and they're going to call this an icing. I thought that the point man might have got a hand on it, Colin Nelson, but they say nope. It's going to be an icing, and it comes back.
Yeah, strong line this sets for Concord here, getting some pressure, getting some good spacing, and a couple pucks right in front of Guimont in front of the net, but savvy veteran able to corral him.
Off the face-off, controlled by Tim Purcell in the corner. Zach Drew fighting for control. It goes up to the point to Nelson. His shot is blocked. And now up to Owen Roberto, who's got both goals in this game. Behind the net, Nelson plays it to Philbrick and Fredrickson. Intercepted by Vadia of Bedford. And now here comes number 9. This is Fredrickson. He gets knocked off the puck.
Nice job by Vadia there. They're able to chip that one away.
Good defensive play. Now here's a turnover in front of the net. Shot saved by Shea Guimont. They collide.
Play the
Joey Allo with the point blank scoring opportunity, unable to cash that in.
official's going to let this one play through. They're fixing the net on the far side.
Now in the Concord end, we get a whistle, and is this going to be a penalty? They blew the whistle as soon as Bedford made contact with the puck.
Interesting.
Not sure what
I know
the
the
call
official
is.
was tending to Guimont in net as he looked a little shaken up on the collision there coming in. That seems to be the case as no one is headed to the box.
Off the face-off, a shot on goal, knocked away by Jones. Up the board, Coskren plays it. He's checked. Now to Alex Forward, trying to find a lane. Noah Drew has the puck. And Joey Alla chips it into the Bedford end. O'Connor finds Johnson on the breakout. Into the end. This is Will Scott. Turning around, tries to find an open man. Johnson with the puck. He still has it, skating through some defenders. Back to the point to O'Connor. To Johnson on down low. Forward tries to take him out. Now behind the net. It's Johnson again. Finds Will Scott. Up to Dalton Roberto. The shot from the point. I don't think Jones saw it, but it went high over the net and into the netting. We get a whistle.
Yeah, Greer had a good look there. Little traffic in front, just a little high on the shot.
7:15 to go here in the first period. 2 goals from Owen Roberto of Bedford gives the Bulldogs the lead. Now Philbrick carrying it out of the Concord zone, tries to chip it up to Fancher. It goes off the stick and rolls right to Guimont. We'll get a whistle.
Yeah, definitely obvious. Concord able to take a breath there and get back into this thing, although down too early. Been played pretty even for the last 5 or 6 minutes here.
Yeah, they're too dangerous a team to write them off after a quick jump on a lead. There's a shot from the point, deflected into the corner. De Bonville fights for the puck. And Dalton Roberto comes up with it. Philbrick across the Shoemaker. He's got some room. Long lead pass. Goes off his skate. And a shot on goal there by Tarbell, kicked away by Guimont. Gothard tries to get it up the board. Philbrick's going to hold this in. Philbrick still with it. Closing in, tries to center it.
Ooh, nice
Knocked
job.
away. He had Fancher in the crease. Couldn't get it to him.
De Bonville able to chip that away right in front of the net.
Into the neutral zone. Fancher now fires it right back in. Tide making a change. Gothard for Bedford. Hits Quinlan Kerr on the red line. Kerr fires it in. Stopped there by Jones. Leaves it for A.J. Fennelly behind the net. But now stolen away. Kerr for Bedford with the puck. Loses control, held in by Vadia. Tried to get it to Roberto. He lost control of it. Now it's in the opposite corner. Owen Roberto still fighting for it. Here's Kerr's shot, just wide of the post. Vadia at the point. Gets it down to Brady Burke. Now Owen Roberto centers the pass, cleared away by Concord. Another clearing attempt. Burke holds on to it, but it's chipped away. And it goes into the Bedford end. Zach Drew going into the corner. Runs into Tim Purcell. Fedrickson in that scrum as well, along with Scott. Finally up to the point. Chipped away, out of the zone, but fired back in by Philbrick. That wouldn't have counted. It was an offsides.
Switching up here, the Bulldogs.
Now here's a turnover by Joey Allen. Fires a shot high off the crossbar. Another shot and a diving save by Shea Guimont. He had a wide open net, number 14, Noah Drew.
Outstanding effort by Shea there in net, able to jump over, and he does not have his stick.
Guimont without a stick. There's Craig on the point shot. Another save. Wow, what a save. Now finally a score. After about the third try, Guimont did all he could to keep the puck out of the zone. Did you happen to catch the number of the scorer?
I believe that was 14. Noah Drew able to get the put back, and just too much in front of Shea, in front of the net there without a stick. He definitely tried to get it with the glove. Unfortunately, it bounced off the pad, and too many sticks able to chime that, get it in the back.
So at 4:38 of the first period, Noah Drew scores for Concord. Not sure about the assist on that. The puck was bouncing around.
Yeah,
but Concord cuts that lead in half now. It's 2-1. Here's a turnover. Johnson shoots it wide. Philbrick. And the clearing pass intercepted there by O'Connor. Derek Greer tries to feed it up to Will Scott. Collision right there with Nelson. And Philbrick plays it behind the net. Plays it off the board to Coskren. Back to Philbrick over the blue line. Philbrick 1-on-4. Gets around his man.
Oh boy.
Drives right into the net. Can't get a shot away. Just winds up colliding with Guimont in the crease. And
Philbrick did a really nice job getting all the way to the net there.
Another clearing attempt there. It's going to be an icing call.
Well, we have a minute. We'd like to, again, welcome our Concord viewers as well as the Bedford community. Game coming out today on BCTV as well as online. Special thanks to the BCTV crew, George, Harry, and Bill for setting us up today.
On the face-off, McGonigal for Concord, but instead Bedford wins it. They fire it out of the zone. Alex forward. His pass intercepted by De Bonville. Fancher had it momentarily. Now Alex forward. Lead pass. Fancher's going to try to get to the corner. Does. Runs into a number of Bulldogs, still fighting for the puck. Concord takes back control. Pass across to Alex forward. His shot hits the leg. Behind the net. Fancher Still with it in the corner. To the point from Fennelly. His shot is covered up by Guimont. We get a whistle. So now all the action's in the Bedford end.
Yeah, Concord doing a nice job of holding the pace right now, controlling it a little more than Bedford would like. Sure.
You can really see the speed and the finesse of that Concord team, the way Philbrick got around 4 defenders on that one scoring chance not that long ago.
Yep, skilled team, obviously. No disrespect to Wyndham, but the pace of today's game is much quicker than yesterday's, that's for sure. And
the shot leaves the ice surface. We get another whistle. 2:56 to play here in the first period. Puck is dropped. Bedford controls. Tim Purcell fires it up the board. Now into the corner. Will Scott, Owen Roberto, Philbrick behind the net. Tries to get it away, but he can't. Oh, Brady Burke takes it away from him. Now right back to Craig as he crosses the blue line. Kerr is going to go behind the net to get that loose puck with Craig right on him. They both go down. Now Arhad-Vadia driven into the board by Fredrickson. Finally cleared out by Bedford. Bedford's going to get a change. Alex Forward chases
waved
the puck.
off. Interesting.
No icing. Now Owen Roberto, who's got some speed of his own, takes control in the corner, trying to get away from 2 defenders. Up to the point, cross ice, and it hits the skate of Derek Greer. Now Tyler Crossgren for Concord chases it down. Centering pass, and a fan shot goes wide. Crossgren takes back the puck. Runs into a man. Johnson now for Bedford. Getting it up to La Rochelle, but this time it was offsides. Will Scott was just a step ahead. We get a whistle here with 1:31 to play in the first.
Yeah, Bulldogs a little lucky there as Drew was sneaking in behind and nobody saw him on the weak side. Fortunately for Bedford, Concord wasn't able to deliver the puck to him for a shot.
Face off just outside the blue line here. Bedford with a change, putting out Kerr, Roberto, and Burke line. Greer on the defense along with O'Connor. Puck is chipped into the Concord end where Philbrick plays it. Up to Shoemaker. Koskren. And now Noah Drew, the goal scorer. He breaks the stick. Drops it to the ice. And now Bedford's got a chance to clear the zone. Turnover. That was Drew, or Joey Alla with a chance there, but he couldn't get it on net. Philbrick from the point. His shot is blocked. The puck goes to the faceoff circle. Number 12, Koskren with the shot. Saved by Guimont. Now Bedford finally gets it out of the zone. Owen Roberto, he gets played down there by Joey Alla. Big physical play there. Roberto, for all his speed, he's a small player. He gives up some size to somebody like Joey Alla.
Certainly. Yep. Finesse, though, helps him out, that's for sure. Yeah, Concord got to be pleased here, Coach Walsh. I mean, aside from the first 3 minutes and those 2 quick goals, they've done a nice job getting back into this period and with a lot of scoring opportunities here late in the half period.
40.8 seconds to play here in the first period. Bedford up 2-1. La Rochelle on the faceoff, but it's won by Concord. Shot on net there by Fredrickson, knocked away by Guimont. Bedford trying to clear the zone. Johnson's able to chip it out, held in there. Now it's taken out. La Rochelle skates in. Easy save there for Jones, who hangs on to it. We'll get another whistle with 18.9 to go.
Yep, Craig's going to retrieve his stick. A lot of sticks on the ice today so far.
And this face-off to the left of Tide goaltender Kevin Jones.
Just under 19 left in the period. See if Bulldogs can get one more scoring opportunity here before they call up the first.
And they do. They control the face-off. The shot from the point hits the body. Now backhanded out by McGonigal. Dalton Roberto has to go back for it. Dothart clears it all the way down. They're not going to call an icing here with 1 second to play. The whistle sounds, the buzzer sounds, and that ends the period. Two quick ones early for Concord, both scored by Owen Roberto. And then number 14, Noah Drew, getting one at the 4:38 mark of this period. And we go into the locker rooms with Bedford up 2-1.
Yeah, definitely the pace of that end of the period there, I think, favored Concord. I think the Bulldogs will enjoy this 12-minute intermission here to get their legs back a little bit before we get going.
We're going to take a little break, let the Zamboni do its job, and we'll refresh ourselves and bring you second period action. Stay tuned to BC TV, Concord TV, and Bedford 105.1 Radio. More Bedford hockey coming up.
No, the camera. It almost looks like that game light turned on. I wonder if it's the headset that got the loose wires. No, we get to that. Contractually, I only do one game a day. No. You only do one game a day? We've got to find somebody to do the, I don't know if you want to do all the hockey games, but if you don't, we need to get a second box. Yeah. No, I know Munsterger wants to do some. Bernard said he could tell me they couldn't do that. Why Bernard got? Why Bernard every time it speaks to me never answers my email? Really? Yeah. Did you email him in school or? I did. He retired. I know. I did the police one, but he also had the iCloud address. He didn't answer that either. Yeah. I offered. Bill's like, no, I'll do it. I'm like, okay. No, he mentioned that he was something. I'm like, no, you can't do that against town policy. I'll get you lunch. Yeah, no, but I'll take a tip. That's against town policy. I'm doing this pro bono. There's a clause in our handbook that says you can't, because I work for the town and I'm working covering work, I can't get paid by you. Really? No. All right. Bill, you can't do that. Calling will be all over that. Okay. But I'm not under that restriction. Calling would have been all over that. I'm a contractor. No, I'm a town employee, so that's.
George did a good job. He zoomed out some. I was watching a little bit. Bill was zoomed in too much yesterday, so it was too much of this.
Yeah.
You know, with the punt.
You like how I'm just going to keep like a medium shot?
Yeah. No, when it's a quick game, it's better off because it's hard to keep up.
So how I have it set now, two medium
Yeah.
wide, and
Yeah, you know, if they have a power play, then you can kind of
I have it.
right.
Yeah.
Zoom in a little
It's
bit.
hard to see.
But come out and this is where you stand.
I see the pocket, I'm old.
You didn't bring the black magic?
No. Nobody didn't want to bring any in.
Might be grabbing light. That's why I left the radio.
Well, I was supposed to go and set everything up, but he said, no, I'm going to bring all the shots. I said, all right.
All right.
He wasn't supposed to be here today. I was very surprised. No, I wasn't surprised, but I would have brought it.
I've left the politics off. This is no heavy. It's like 10 heavier than the stuff I got to carry. Yeah. I just put everything in a bag. I don't need like one bag. Who's number 5? Well, Matt Varsity. No, Matt Varsity. Oh, yeah.
When I'm shooting hockey, I'm just kind of gauging the right foot, spot, or spot. I was doing like trying to follow the puck at all times. So, it's hard to see.
Like it is. Chilly in here today, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's always good. All right. But, you know, I have bad public group. Every time I buy one, the player either gets traded or injured. So I don't want to buy a Josh Allen jersey. Right. I'm going to find him anyway. They're sold out.
Are they really?
Yeah, you can't get them.
You need to buy a scope like this. See? The last shot. Actually, one was scoring.
I mean, I got my TV jacket.
It's my favorite scope.
Actually, the jacket, the one you bought me, that real thin, yep. I'm wearing that underneath.
Yeah, that's not really a winter jacket.
No, it's actually it's a good layer for
Yeah, it's a layer.
Yeah. It's a little small on me. It's not cut very long.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, the sleeves are okay. Sleeves up to very short. But, you know, buying for me is hard.
But the winter jackets, I like that. I like that. I like those. They're really nice.
Happy.
You win a game.
Yeah. Happy to provide it.
Corey, are you at every single practice game? You get there like all kinds of hours? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Do you work full time during the day, or do you take up the hours when you work
No,
full time?
I'm there at 7:30.
So it's just long days for you.
Yes. Excuse me. This is the one perk of St. A's, because they have all these areas. So because you can't use locker rooms, this is like the best link because you can at least spread out really well. Whereas like West Side Arena and a lot of them, you don't really have that. It's really tight. This is beautiful. No, it's a great drink. And the ice is really top notch. You know how to put ice in it.
The theater's beautiful too. Like in the show when we had.
Yeah. So how do you set this? Well, that's a piece of software called Zeta, and I have software on my desk called G Selector, which schedules all the music and all the elements in each day. I have a clock built, kind of like a skeleton. I got it, and then all those categories laid out. So I run that every day. I go through it once for time and for flow, and then it gets pulled into this software, and then it runs. But every time something changes on this end, it talks to my desktop. So it has like self-updating.
Build in your promotions.
And welcome back to Sullivan Arena. We're going to be starting second period action between Concord and Bedford just a little bit. Zamboni just wrapping up their final sweep of the ice. The score is 2-1. Two quick goals early on by Owen Roberto. Technically, the first one wasn't scored by Owen. It was scored by Brooks Craig of Concord, who was trying to clear the crease in front of his goaltender, Kevin Jones, and inadvertently shot it into his own net. So that was an own goal on Concord. But later on, Owen got a beautiful 2-on-1 with an assist from Quinlan Kerr and from Arhad Vadia. That was at 12:28 of the first period. And then a little bit later on, around the 4:38 mark, Concord is finally able to get one through. Shea Guimont really having a great game, but goaltender can only make so many saves, and on the third or fourth try, it was number 14, Noah Drew, that was able to get the puck past Guimont. So that's where we stand right now, 2-1, Bedford on top.
Yeah, a little unfortunate for Shea on that one, as he did lose his stick, and then the little crowd in front was able to chip that away, and as he couldn't get his glove on it to force the face-off. But nonetheless, through 15 minutes, Coach Myers and the Bedford team's got to be happy, leading 2-1, and I think excited to bring back that same energy they started the first period with here as we start period 2.
Yeah, they can't afford a letdown here against a very, very talented Concord team, and they're finally leaving their dressing area. Bedford is on the ice already.
Yeah, definitely a team of Concord's experience and veteran play and skill. You knew they weren't going to back down, giving up 2 quick ones, and did a nice job of kind of getting their composure back and really competing for the final 13 minutes of that period.
A couple of programming notes here. More games. We're doing just about every single varsity basketball and hockey game for you. After this game, not on the radio side, but on the TV side, we're going to have the Bedford girls hosting the Sabres of Sauhegan, and that's a 5 o'clock puck drop, I believe.
That is from Sullivan here. So, yeah, a little break, catch a little Brady Rogers football game, and then hop back on for the girls' opener, as unfortunately their first game last weekend at Berlin was snowed out as they got 8 to 10 inches up in Berlin. So I know the girls' team is excited to get on the ice tonight for a 5 o'clock start. And fortunate to get Sauhegan, as Pinkerton, who was the original opponent, unfortunately shut down their team for 2 weeks, and we were able to get Sauhegan scheduled Friday night, I believe. And so we'll welcome the Sabres at 5 o'clock here.
And then on Tuesday, we'll tell you more about that. We've got basketball action with Trinity. Right now, the puck is dropped. Kerr against Craig. Puck is fired into the Bedford end. We get an icing right off the bat. Anyway, I'll take that time to tell you that it's like Trinity week next week in Bedford. We've got the girls taking on the Pioneers on Tuesday. We'll have that basketball game for you on BCTV in Bedford 105.1. Wednesday, Trinity hockey right here. They also share this rink as a home rink, although in this case, I believe Bedford will be the home team. And then on Friday, it's Trinity boys against the Bedford boys. And we'll have all those games for you on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. Another face-off at center ice this time. I guess they waved off the ice. Puck rolls into the Concord end, where Philbrick takes it over. Tries to get away from the forecheck of Bedford. Brings it out of the zone. Gets it over to Craig. Craig being watched by Vadia into the corner. Tim Purcell harasses him, takes the puck away. Shot up the board. They're going to wave the icing off. They're going to say it touched the Concord player. Into the corner. Brady Burke is first there for Bedford. Gets away from his check. Cuts in front of the net. Tries to backhand, but it's chipped away. Now Owen Roberto with it. He loses it. Slick veteran move there by Philbrick. Get the puck away. Finds Craig all alone. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity as a pass. Intended for number 9, Fredrickson, but he couldn't get a shot away. And this time we're going to have an icing on Bedford as they clear the zone.
Yeah, good opportunity there for the Tide, and couldn't connect with Fredrickson in front of the net. Certainly would have been a challenging opportunity for Guimont, that's for sure.
But that was a great setup by Philbrick.
It was.
Who just hit that long-range pass right on the money. Face off to the left of Guimont. This is going to be La Rochelle for Bedford on the face-off. Behind the net. Now scrum along the board. Will Scott fighting for possession. Gets it momentarily, loses it. Now clearing the zone. Goes across the ice to Derek Greer. He has it and chips it into the Concord end. Jones tips it away with his stick. Out of the zone, but taken over by Bedford. 2-1 is the score. Second period, 13:22 to go. Guimont leaves it for Greer. Wheels around, gets by one forechecker, and here comes Greer. Out of the zone, over the red line. Fires it into the Concord end. Jones decides to stay put. La Rochelle loses the puck. It's taken away. Cleared out of the zone by Concord. And is this an icing? No, they're going to wave that off. O'Connor, long lead pass, misses the mark, goes to Fennelly. Greer takes the puck right back. Now here's La Rochelle. Drops the puck, nobody home. Concord goes the other way. Dalton Roberto now for Bedford. He backhands the puck, and it's going to leave the ice. Luckily, this is not the NHL. That would have been a delay call. Instead, it's just a face-off outside the blue line. So number 9, Logan de Bonville for Bedford. Number 8, Cam McGonigal on that face-off. The Tide control. They shoot it into the Bedford end. Here's the race. Roberto and McGonigal meet in the corner. Fancher tries to control it. Here's the shot on goal and a backhand by McGonigal just wide. Here's Philbrick. Centering attempt. But Bedford takes it away. Dalton Roberto. Ridden into the boards by Philbrick. Here's the breakout pass. Misses everybody. This is going to wind up being an icing. Yeah. That was intended for Craig, but it was coming in too fast and too far for him to control.
Yeah, missed opportunity there for Concord, who could have controlled it. Vicious angle in that pass and bring it back into their zone here.
Face-off will be to the right of Kevin Jones. 12:02 to go here in the second. Bedford up 2-1. Off the face-off, puck goes behind the net. Philbrick runs into a Bedford player. Now he kicks it ahead to Zach Drew. Held in by Vadia of Bedford. Roberto behind the net gets the puck. Looking for a man to center it to. Couldn't do it. Has to go into the corner. Now Vadia has it at the point. Here's a wrister. It's a shin guard of Zach Drew. Goes into the corner. Quinlan Kerr with it. Centering attempt. Misses everybody. Vadia comes back for it. Roberto, he can't get a stick on it. Shoemaker for Concord can't get it out. There's a shot from the point from Purcell. That goes high over the net. Now Roberto in the corner. Puck is taken away by Craig. Now up the board and finally brought out there by Shoemaker. Shoemaker's got two other Tide players with him. Instead, the wrister is gloved by Guimont, and we get a whistle.
Nice job by Bedford there to keep it in the zone and actually kind of set up a little bit offensively before Concord was able to get it out.
La Rochelle's ready to take this face off. Instead, it's won by Concord. Fennelly over to forward. Noah Drew, the goal scorer, had it momentarily. This is Coskren. Back to Joey Alla. Puck is loose behind the net. Bedford gets it. Will Scott momentarily had it, tried to get to the point. Now it goes back down low. Coskren trying to get away from the forecheck.
Ooh.
And a dangerous centering pass, almost another replay of what happened to Concord earlier. Tried to hit the skate of Derek Greer, but Shea Guimont had his pad down and was able to get the glove on it later and make the save.
Yeah, scary opportunity there as Joey Alla just didn't see the puck chime open right in front.
There's a quick wrister saved by Guimont. Now another turnover and a shot. Coskren had 2 opportunities there. Guimont controlled both. Now the backhand clearing the zone. This will wind up being an icing. So 10:26 to go. The faceoff comes back into the Bedford end.
Fun pace here for the first 4.5 of the second period. Both teams with some opportunities. Concord navigating on our end right now, but
McGonigal against de Bonville, controlled by Concord. Now Bedford has the puck in the corner. Fancher tries to center it, can't do it, loses control to Dothart. He was able to clear the zone. Dothart has it again. Back into the Bedford end. Dalton Roberto wheeling around the net, trying to shake off a forecheck. Now Matt Lipinski was the intended target. He loses it. Here's Philbrick. Wrister hits a stick, goes over the net. Clearing attempt here by Bedford. Manages to get it out of the zone. Concord fires it right back in. Now Matt Lipinski. Dothart to Roberto. He finally backhands it out of the zone. Philbrick picks up the loose puck. Right along the blue line. Philbrick fires it in again. Puck around the board. Craig is there to meet it. Tries to center it. Nobody's there. Oh, wow. And that puck just bounced around. Just missed the opening on the side of the net. Another attempt there. Deflected by Craig over the net. From the point, that shot just missed. That was forward's shot. Shoemaker down low. He takes a hit. And de Bonville clears it away. And they're going to say an ice? Yes.
No, they're going to play that.
Oh, they cleared it. Oh. No, it is an ice. Okay. I know somebody reached up. Yeah. I thought it might hit their stick.
I thought.
Oh, actually, it is. They're going to call a high stick. It hit a player's stick above his shoulders. Yep. So instead of being in the Bedford end, they're going to have a face-off right here in the Concord end with 8:55 to go here in the second.
Shoemaker with the inadvertent hit on that one.
There's a wrister. It goes wide of the net. Vadia picks it up at the point. Down low is Roberto being fought over with Craig. Vadia holds in the puck. Roberto, Brady Burke, Vadia waits, tries to pass it to Roberto. Back up to Vadia. Vadia cross ice pass to Tim Purcell. His shot. That's stopped by Jones. Bedford still in control of the puck. Roberto behind the net looking for a cutter. Has to shake off the defender there. Kerr gets it right back to Roberto, but he couldn't get a shot away. Now Purcell with a shot on net. That goes wide. Burke down to Roberto. There's a shot by Burke off the side of the net. Kerr, Bedford controlling the puck. Finally, the puck gets shot out of the zone, and Tim Purcell has to come back and get it. We're past the 8-minute mark here. Vadia has to come back for the puck. Backhands it. Nope, he decides to hold on to it. And he hits Will Scott. Quinlan Kerr fires it in. Bedford with a quick change. Johnson meets the puck at the side. Here's Scott. He fans on his shot. Concord the other way. Coskren, one-on-one. Fires a shot, and the puck gets stuck in the pad of Guimont. And they're going to blow the whistle right there. 7:34 to go in the second period. Bedford leads 2-1.
Really exciting hockey so far for this first half of period 2 here. Back and forth, both teams getting some opportunities.
Off the face-off, Philbrick has it at the point. Cruising, takes a shot, hits the body. That one hit La Rochelle in the leg, and now Will Scott with it. Now he loses it. Johnson back for Concord. Centering pass, intercepted by Nelson. And he sends Coskren away. Coskren against Greer, loses the puck momentarily. Greer goes back into the corner. Now Philbrick along the red line. Philbrick looking for a lane to center to. Cruises back out in front of the net, flips it over to Coskren. Nope, to Alla. Now Nelson shot from the point. That hits a leg, goes into the corner. Nelson back to the point. Keeps it in. Fires a shot high, goes over the net. Johnson's going to get to it for Bedford, and they're just going to clear it out. Concord tries to get it back in, but O'Connor for Bedford fires it high. Jones gloves it and leaves it there for number 16, Alex Forward. 6:30 to play here in the second. Bedford up 2-1. Puck is fired in, goes behind the net. Lipinski tries to play it. Loses the race. Now here's Fancher. One-on-one with Greer. Centering pass to McGonigal. He can't get it. Now here's Forward. Over to Philbrick. His shot stopped by Guimont. Still with it behind the net. Finally, Dothart takes control of it. Held in there by the Tide. Dothart has to go back to the corner. Philbrick holds it in once again. Arister is gloved by Guimont, and we're going to get a whistle. So perfect time for a stoppage and play here. Give Bedford a chance to get some fresh legs out there. Seems like Concord really is doing a great job in bottling up the Bulldogs in their own end more and more.
Yeah, very true. They're doing a nice job keeping the puck and getting a lot of good shots on goal. And credit Guimont for keeping his eyes and being able to take care of it. But
that puck is stopped by Philbrick. He sends it out to McGonigal, brings it into the Bedford zone. Tarbell, he's taken out along the board. Shoemaker with it. DeRister stopped by Guimont. Guimont's been pretty sharp tonight. McGonigal right on his doorstep, couldn't get a rebound. You know, goaltender's job isn't just stopping the puck. He's got to control that rebound as well.
Yeah, very evident yesterday in the Wyndham game as we had a lot of rebound opportunities for a number of those goals. And Shea's doing a really good job of feeling it, seeing it, and covering it up.
Kerr on the faceoff, controlled by Concord. Shoemaker gets it across to Philbrick. Another save for Guimont. Shea just doing his thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Off the faceoff, it goes behind the net where Tim Purcell plays it. Met there by Shoemaker. Now Philbrick along the wall. Zach Drew. A centering pass and a shot fired high by Shoemaker's blocked, and the puck goes out of the zone. Shoemaker, backhand kind of weak, taken over by Bedford. This is Brady Burke's shot, and he's just trying to check if Kevin Jones is awake, sends a wrister, and Jones gloves that. We'll get a whistle in the Concord end.
Yeah, again, Concord doing a really nice job spreading out on their end, getting nice passes right to him, and getting a lot of shots on Guimont. Nice to see the Bulldogs be able to control the puck here for a few minutes.
So Kerr is taking this face-off here against Joey Alla. Roberto shot inside tight to Kerr. Couldn't get a shot away, though. Got checked off the puck. Now Concord breaks out. Cross-ice pass to Costrin. Gets around Greer. Tries to center it. Instead, it goes right to Guimont. And, you know, I think that the officials might want to keep an eye on that. What Noah Drew just did there kind of gave Guimont a poke as he went by trying to shake loose that puck.
Yeah, normally the goalie's going to get benefit of the doubt there, and I'm sure they'll keep an eye on that extracurricular activity.
Goaltenders don't appreciate that kind of
absolutely
attention. And if this weren't high school, I think the enforcer might go out there and have something to say about it.
Fortunately, it is high school.
We get an offsides call here with 4:22 to go here in the second. A scoreless second period so far. All the scoring in the first. It's 2-1. Bedford up. AJ Fennelly up the board to Noah Drew, the Concord goal scorer. Now he turns it over to Kerr. He's got Burke in front of the net, but he can't center it. And Burke goes into the post and dislodges the goal. We'll get a whistle.
Again, early parts in the season like this, it's fun to see face-off execution, and winning the face-off certainly is something that right now I think Bedford would love to win a few more of these face-offs to control the puck in their zones.
Because Burke was the one who took the net off the mooring, they're going to move the face-off out of the zone.
Kerr even though he was chipped into that a little bit.
Right. So Kerr against Alla, face-off goes back into the Concord end, goes up the board. Held in there by O'Connor, his shot bouncing around. O'Connor gets the rebound, fires another wrister. Owen Roberto tried to get a stick on it. Goes into the corner. Back to the point. Tim Purcell down low to Roberto. Roberto gets away from his checker, Nelson. Now finally Concord gets it back. Noah Drew, 1-on-2. He's got Philbrick behind him. Leaves it there. Fires a wrister. That goes wide. Joey Alla's backhand behind the net. Fired up the board for Burke. Now held in there by Nelson. And Alla, Coskren behind the net. Trying to find a centering pass. Does to Philbrick. Now here's a chance for Nelson
Nice
that gets
job
chipped
by
away.
Brady.
And this is going to
Really
be a
nice
very,
job.
very convenient icing call there.
Yeah, headsy play by Brady Brook there as it looked like Concord was going to be able to wind up and most likely put a good shot onto Guimont. And the captain was able to chip it out and much needed face-off.
It's like taking a bite of a burger and somebody pulling the burger away from you at the last minute. Nelson was ready to give it all he had on that slap shot, and Burke just chipped away from him before he could do anything with it. Off the face-off, it's knocked out of the Bedford zone, now fired into the Concord end, where Jones sets it up. Along the board, being forechecked. Bedford gets it back. That's number 25, La Rochelle. Will Scott gets a stick on it. Alex Forward trying to clear the zone. Bedford holding along the wall. Forward being checked in the corner, trying to get a whistle. Waiting for the scrum to come loose. Scott had it momentarily. Now goes up the wall to Tim Purcell. And a great glove hand there by Kevin Jones brings it down with 2:29 to go in the period.
Yeah, you like the activity there by Tim, getting the puck and putting it right on net. I think that's something that Bedford likes to see a little more right now. Testing Jones.
Just keep him honest,
Yeah. But kudos to Concord, who's been a really good job getting it out of the zone and really moving back from the right to the left and putting it in our zone.
Bedford with a bit of a late change. They have that option being the home team. Trying to get the matchup they want. Coach Meyer's always thinking of those things. Now the puck is dropped. Alex Ford up the wall to Fredrickson. Taken away by Brady Burke. Owen Roberto goes down. Manages to get back up with the puck. Looking for a lane. Gets it to the point for Greer. Or Roberto, I should say. Brady Burke down low. Tries to get away from his forechecker. Now Owen Roberto in the other corner. Tries to get away from Alex Forward. Centering pass for Kerr. Hits a leg. Now Dalton Roberto's shot just goes over the crossbar. Fired up the wall. Held in there momentarily by Roberto. Now Owen Roberto gets it out front, but instead it's intercepted by McGonigal, who carries it out for Bedford, for Concord, 3-on-2. McGonigal still with it off the glove of Shea Guimont, but over the goal. Great opportunity there. Greer leaves it for Dalton Roberto. Nelson plays it for Concord. Now Philbrick. Quick change there by Concord. Philbrick skating in. Leaves it for number 9, Fredrickson. His shot is wide and goes out of the zone. Philbrick just is everywhere. He's on the left side. He's on the right side.
Very active.
Really covers a lot of ice. And now we're going to have a delayed penalty call here on Bedford. They pulled the goalkeeper, Concord did. They got 6-on-5 until Concord makes contact. Philbrick still with the puck, and now finally contact is made by Will Scott. And with 58.4 seconds to go, Concord will go on the power play. This will be the first penalty of the game. And it is number 19, Roberto, going in. I didn't see the signal from the official. Did you see it was a flashing call?
Yep.
Thank you. So Bedford now has to hold tight for the next 58.4 seconds, try to maintain this lead. Off the face-off, puck is still loose along the board. De Bonville tying the puck up against 3. Now it finally comes loose. Here's Philbrick at the blue line. Alex Forward back to Philbrick. Fires a shot. That goes wide. Hits the back wall. Controlled by Concord. Craig to Philbrick, back to Craig. Craig loses the puck. The Bonneville's right
Nice
there,
job.
clears it out.
Nice job by
Momentary
DeBonville.
lapse of attention there by Craig cost that possession. Now the puck up the wall goes to Vadia. Vadia fires a shot. Jones has to stop that. It wasn't a challenging shot, but it was coming through a number of players.
Time of that power play, though.
Here comes Philbrick, leaves it there for Craig at the point, trying to set up the power play. Alex forward, at the top of the blue line with the wrister, right into the breadbasket of Shea Guimond, makes a save with 3.8 seconds to go.
Bedford really win this face-off, be able to chip it out of the zone and get to intermission.
And power play is always welcome, but it's kind of rough when it's divided into two by the end of the period. So if Bedford can just survive this. Anyway, here's a shot on goal. Ooh. Philbrick kind of topped that.
Yep.
Went
Purcell
down
was
the
able
process.
to get it in the leg, too, though, so it never even made it to Guimond.
So time expires in the second period. Concord will have a 1:02 power play when they get back for the third period. No scoring in that period. The first two goals in the first period scored by Owen Roberto, and the second one, or I'm saying the Concord goal, was scored by number 14, Noah Drew. And that's where we stand right now with 2 periods in the books and Bedford up 2-1. So I'm Harry Kozlowski. I'm here with Corey Parker. We're going to take a little break and come back after the Zamboni's done, and we'll bring you third period action here from Sullivan Arena.
NFL game.
Oh, I've got it on my phone. No score, it looks like.
That's probably the first drive. Yeah. 4 minutes in. That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be inevitable for the Super Bowl again.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
The first ever home team.
But you know, also, Concord where wide right happened 30 years ago. So everybody's saying that get down there and win that game.
Yep. That was 30 years ago?
Yeah.
you're looking at here is what's in the studio. I'm just remoting the desktop to the radio station itself. But as I was saying, yeah, the G-Selector software, because we don't actually have commercials, mostly public service announcements that don't run on a schedule that is rotated, everything just gets linked in. I update all the show promos every week, every most of the shows. Yeah. Now, do you contractually have to play that music, or can you play anything you want? What do you mean, as long as you play it? Yeah, I play anything I want. Yeah. But we have, download rights to several services that provide free radio that I said, and I follow the chart for top alternative chart songs. Yeah, cool. And we play. In any given week, we have 22 to 24 new songs that we play. So everything gets a pretty good rotation. Either the highest rotation is 3.5 hours, the lowest is about 5.5. So all the songs we play get exposed pretty quickly, right? Every once in a while, we go off the chart and find something that a listener might suggest, or something that's really good that isn't necessarily charting. We'll play it. Like we're playing a band called Future Island. That was a listener suggestion. Cool. And they're not charting at all. And another thing we're doing, we're playing the new Weekend song, even though it's more of a WCID song. It's not really charting an alternative. It sounds like an alternative song to me. It sounds like an 80s new wave song a lot. Isn't this what I'm talking about? Ron Price by the Weekend? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's playing the Super Bowl. Yes, yes, yes. Brutal. Watching the game from home? Yeah, I've just been sitting pretty. You watching? Get a lot of people watching? At my house? No, I'm there. Oh, I don't know. I would assume. No, we're just watching the football game now. Oh, how do you know? There's 103 people. No kidding. I got a number. 103. And that's pretty good, right? You guys didn't see that yesterday? Or you didn't see it? No, I didn't have this. The one he kept giving me, he wouldn't pick it up. I can't explain why. Bedford 2, Concord 1. Third period action about to get underway here at Sullivan Arena. Both goals by Owen Roberto for Bedford. Noah Drew, the goal scorer for the Concord Crimson Tide. No scoring in that second period, everything coming in the first. We had our first power play called with a minute to go in the second period, and nothing came of that, so the Tide have another minute and 2 to go. The penalty, a slashing call on number 19, Owen Roberto. Program note, stay tuned to BCTV today at 5 o'clock. We're going to bring you the season opener for the Bedford girls ice hockey team as they host the Sabres of Sauhegan at the 5 o'clock puck drop here at Sullivan. And you'll see that on BCTV. Channels 23 and 1072. And of course, hello and welcome to all our Concord TV viewers. Glad to have you along here on this broadcast. Off the face-off, won by the Tide. Philbrick controls. They got Kerr on the forecheck. Now Craig with the puck.
1
over
minute
the red
left
line.
in the penalty.
Craig brings it into the zone, leaves it for Philbrick. At the point, looking for a lane. Philbrick back to Craig at the top of the face-off circle. To Philbrick, the wrister. Tried to get it to Zach Drew to chip in. He couldn't get a stick on it. Craig now in control. Philbrick again. Another wrister high. That hits Vadia right in the chest. Clearing attempt held in. Zach Drew with the puck behind the net. Gets it to Craig. Back down to Drew. Down low. He falls down. Tim Purcell harassing him. Tries to get the puck taken away. Can't quite do it. Fredrickson comes in to save him. Alex forward there for a moment. Now Philbrick to Craig. Back to forward. And the chip there by Fredrickson goes wide. Penalty's about to expire. You can hear the tapping of the stick there. Another shot on goal goes wide. Now Bedford back to full strength. Decides to clear the puck anyway.
Deflection.
They're going to get a whistle or they're going to wave this off.
They're going to wave it off on the deflection.
So Kerr for Bedford gets control of the puck momentarily, loses it to Craig. Brady Burke knocks it back down. Owen Roberto is just in the penalty box chasing him down. Puck is chipped out of the Concord zone. It's going to go into Bedford zone, and this time it will be an icing call. And that's going to come back with 13:28 to play.
Yeah, wisely, Guimond and goal not touching that puck to bring it down to hopefully give the Bulldogs an opportunity here if they can get the face-off one.
And on the face-off, Joey Alla wins the face-off, gets the Tyler Coskren along the wall. Back to Noah Drew. He loses the puck to Dalton Roberto. Now he gets it back momentarily. Here's Johnson for Bedford. Chips it off the wall. La Rochelle loses it momentarily. And that's going to be an offside. Nope, they get the puck out just in the nick of time. Drifting back into the Concord zone. Johnson on the forecheck here. Here's an intercept. Now Joey Alla gets it back. Noah Drew with Tyler Coskren ridden into the wall by Dalton Roberto. Will Scott chips it ahead there for Will Greer. Coskren takes control, centers it, chip, and Alla just had a shot on goal. That was saved by Guimond. Another clearing attempt here, which will end up as an icing. I think the Bulldogs are more than content to just ice the puck anytime they get into trouble here, rather than try to make a fancy play out of the zone.
Yeah, Concord really doing a good job pursuing the puck quickly and not giving Bedford a lot of opportunity to kind of contain it and move it out of the zone. So they'll take the icing.
Logan de Bonville wins the face-off. Shot up the board for Thornton. He can't control it. Instead, Shoemaker has it, David Fancher, number 10. Now Shoemaker shot from the point. That goes wide. Philbrick races in on the other point to keep the puck in the zone. Along the wall, there's a scrum there. Lipinski. De Bonville now. Concord comes away with it. They get checked off the puck. And the Bulldogs are back into control. Tim Purcell carrying it now for the Bulldogs. Over the red line. Tim Purcell still with it. Still with the puck. Leaves it for Vadia at the point. He chips it down low back to Purcell. There's Quinlan Kerr trying to fight off a check. Philbrick on him. Very physical player there. Now here's an opportunity for Bedford. A shot there by de Bonville goes wide. Tim Purcell from the point. Hits a leg, and now here comes Concord the other way. 2-on-1. Here's a shot. Save there on McGonigal by Shea Guimond.
McGonigal never really had a good handle on that. Couldn't really deliver a good shot.
No, he got handcuffed by that pass. It wasn't put in a very good place.
Yep. Vadia on the pursuit. Nice job.
Still a very dangerous opportunity there for the Tide. Still trailing 2-1. Owen Roberto chips it up to Quinlan Kerr. Gets it to Brady Burke. He fires a wrister. That goes wide. Roberto on the wall has the puck. The little speedster is going to draw a hooking call here. So Bedford's going to go on the power play. We'll see who goes off for Concord. I think it's going to be number 19. 9. Is that Alla?
Nope, just 9.
Number 9. That is Fredrickson. He's going to go off for the hook. And with 10:54 to play in regulation, Bedford's going to go on the power play, their first one of the game. So Roberto's out there along with Kerr, Burke, Greer, and Vadia on the far point. He chases the puck down, catches up to it, keeps it in the zone. Roberto to Vadia. Roberto, mid-wall. Burke with a quick shot. And the whistle goes off there. I think the officials lost sight of the puck. Roberto was behind the net. Oh, it went off the moorings there. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I think there was a kind of a wraparound attempt there by Roberto. He got the loose puck behind the net, but the officials blew the whistle. Now on the face-off, Bedford controls. Vadia at the point. Vadia takes the wrister, it hits the leg, and Jones is able to make the save. Kerr fights off the check. Roberto, Vadia, drifting, goes back to Roberto. 1:26 to go in the power play.
Kerr coming in the weak side.
Greer down low, and now he takes his place in the circle. Back up to Vadia. Vadia to Greer. Back down low to Roberto. He wheels around, waiting for that shot. Owen Roberto in the faceoff circle. Tries to get across the curve, hits a leg, and now cleared out of the zone. Where Gamont's going to leave it there for Arhat Vadia.
Nice patience there by the Bulldogs, but Craig able to get a stick on it, chip it out.
Now Greer loses the puck momentarily. And Noah Drew's going to try to chase it down on the forecheck. Instead, it gets left for Greer. 45 seconds left in the power play for Bedford. Greer gets the puck back. 3-on-2 on Concord here. Greer gets around Philbrick into the corner, puts the brakes on, tries to get away from Burke. Now Greer gets it to the point. This is Quinlan Kerr. Gets around one man. Quinlan Kerr still with it. Tries to get in close. Puck is underneath the body there. He's underneath Philbrick. Brady Burke tries to shake it loose, and he does. Owen Roberto, 12 seconds left in the power play. Burke leaves it for Roberto behind the net. 6 seconds to go. Wheels around to Vadia. Penalty is expiring. Quirr. Across to Roberto. He falls down. He couldn't get a shot away. It goes wide. Stick falls out of his hand, and that's going to do it for the power play. Concord back at full strength. Now Philbrick carrying it. Fires a long shot for Guimond, who's going to hold on to it. We get a whistle. 8:39 to play in regulation. Bedford 2, Concord 1.
Nice job by Concord there to stave off that penalty. Keep it at a 1-goal deficit here.
Bulldogs are looking for that perfect setup.
Yeah.
And actually, that was a great setup. It's too bad that Roberto
lost his footing
lost
coming
his
in.
footing when he wound up for that. Now, Concord controls the face-off here in the Bedford end. They get it down low to Craig. Craig has to go into the corner, and he's got a checker on him, Dothart. Here's Dalton Roberto getting ridden into the boards by Zach Drew. But Roberto comes up with the puck. Tries to get it to Johnson. That gets broken up, but Bedford recovers. Dothart fires it back into the Concord end. Jones leaves it there. Shoemaker gets it to Alex Forward. Runs into a Concord player in the corner. Fighting for possession, now sent the other way. Shoemaker can't clear the zone. Turns it over to Johnson. Johnson loses control of the puck. And now it's finally cleared out. But Bedford has it in the neutral zone. Here comes Concord the other way. Arister and a glove save by Guimond. Holds on to it and get a whistle with 7:37 to play.
Halfway through this third period here. This will be a good tell here to see how the legs are for both teams' fitness levels. Both teams coming off games yesterday. And
that is true, doubleheader. We'll see how which team has been better, got more wind, how much they got left in the tank here. So Philbrick trying to find the puck. He picks it up off the wall. Gets it up to Noah Drew. He can't control it. Tim Purcell, backhand off the wall. Philbrick gets it. Cross-ice pass for Vadia, brings it into the Concord end. He gets by one man, goes behind the net. Philbrick on him. Tries to go to Lipinski. Lipinski can't control it. Nelson, and a whistle here. We're going to say a hand pass.
ooh,
They're going to call a hand pass on Concord, and that'll create a whistle and a face-off.
yeah, keep it in the zone for Bedford. I did not see that. Didn't really see an advantage on the.
Well, I did, but I thought that the hand passes were allowed in the defensive zone, unless if they're bringing it out, it's got to be on Concord. I mean, it's got to be on Bedford.
I guess.
Yeah, okay. That I didn't see. I thought I saw a hand pass by Concord, and it looks like the officials probably are admitting they didn't get that right, so they're going to just do it right at center ice. So no harm, no foul here. Bedford wins control. Vadia with the puck off the wall to Owen Roberto. It bounces to him. He gets running off the puck. Quinlan Kerr goes into the corner. Alex Forward now behind the net. Being watched closely by Kerr. Puts on the brakes. Now he chips it out of the zone. A long, long pass. It's going to just go for an icing. And that'll come all the way back into the Concord end with 6:32 to play and a 2-1 lead for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bedford really fortunate now looking back and watching 30 minutes of play here. Those 2 early goals really kind of set the tone to make sure that lead's intact at the moment.
Off the face-off. Fennelly behind the net. He's got Kerr on him. Gets away. Loses it. Held in by Brady Burke. His wrister through a crowd. Jones is able to make the save. Here's another shot by Kerr. Hits the leg. Burke takes it away from Zach Drew. Now finally the Tide come out of the zone. This is Craig. You've got Fredrickson with him. Craig in tight. Too close. Can't get anything on net. Now here's Brady Burke. Long pass out to Owen Roberto. One-on-one. Roberto makes the move. Gets by one man. Jones hits it away.
Oh.
There's a wrister that gets
Nice try by Greer.
chipped away at the last moment. Great opportunity there by Derek Greer. Now Brady Burke in the corner loses it. And Fredrickson knocks it out of the zone for Zach Drew. Instead, it gets fired back into the Concord end. And another whistle here. This will be considered an icing. It did come from outside the red line, so this will come back into the Bedford end. Now, 5:33 to play in regulation. Bedford hanging on to that 2-1 lead since the 4:38 mark of the first period. Bedford controls. Derek Greer's long pass. This is going to wind up being another icing. Tried to hit Johnson with the long pass. He couldn't reach it. Another programming note for you basketball fans. Girls basketball, 6:30 Tuesday on BCTV and Bedford 105.1 against the Trinity Pioneers. And then on Friday at 6:30, it's going to be boys hockey against Trinity. There's a shot on goal. Blocked. And finally cleared out of the zone just barely. La Rochelle loses the puck. Backhanded back in there by Vadia. Nelson backhands it right back into the Bedford end. Purcell whiffs on a pass. Here's a centering attempt. That goes wide. Tarbell's shot does. Out of the zone. This is going to be an offsides. Puck came out, but McGonigal brought it back into the Bedford end before his zone cleared. So the faceoff will be outside. As I was saying, we're going to have boys and girls basketball against Trinity on Tuesday and Friday, and sandwiched in between is a hockey game against Trinity on Wednesday night.
And Saturday. Trinity week for Bedford and Trinity.
It is.
So all sports will be taking Trinity on.
Off the faceoff. Nelson fires it. Costrin picks it up momentarily. Now Owen Roberto for Concord. He sidesteps the check. Roberto brings it out of the zone. He's got some room. Fires it in. Kerr to the corner. Hits Nelson. Noah Drew. Fires it out. Greer plays it for Bedford. And now here's Philbrick.
Shaking up.
Actually, it was Noah Drew, but a Concord player was still in the zone. A little shook up there. That's Joey Alla.
Mm-hmm. Seems to be okay going off the ice now, though.
So that was an offsides, and we'll get another whistle. 4:25 to go. Time is running out here for the Tide to get this tied up.
Bedford would love to get one more, get a little cushion.
Philbrick loses it momentarily. Leaves it there for Shoemaker. He fires it into the Bedford end. Roberto in the corner. Backhand hits a leg. Still loose. And now Burke is able to chip it out of the zone. A lead pass to Roberto. He's in all alone. Roberto fires a shot, saved by Jones. And now Burke's got the puck again in the faceoff circle. His shot hits the stick. Comes back out. Burke to Greer. Back to Burke. Rister wide. Kerr to the corner. Sends it down low to Owen Roberto. Roberto takes the check. Bedford still holding it in. No, it comes out of the zone. Here's a 2-on-1. Zach Drew.
Nice job, Derek.
Gets it to Fredrickson. His shot is absorbed by Greer. Drew with it again. Now up high, the shot from McGonigal over the net. And Guimont can't find the puck. It's loose again behind the net. Philbrick trying to center it. Gets it up, it hits his leg, and it goes all the way out of the zone with 3 minutes to go.
Quick change here for Bedford. And Concord now.
Both sides with fresh legs. La Rochelle fires it up for Johnson, too far. Alex Forward tries to play it, but we get a whistle now. Not sure what the call is here.
I'm not either.
And they're going to call another whistle. They're opening, it's going to be a power play? Are they opening up the penalty box on Concord here?
Maybe
I believe
too many
they
men
are.
on the ice,
A
perhaps?
player that had left the ice is
Yep.
now being sent to the penalty box.
There was a lot of congestion on that change, and I'm wondering if they had
Too many men.
Too many men, yeah.
So Dawson Fancher is going to go in to serve the penalty with 2:46 to play. This is a big break for Bedford. Even if they don't score,
Yeah.
they're going to have the man advantage.
Yeah, you got to like the odds of being able to control possession here for a good portion of the
Off
remaining
the face-off,
2:45.
Kerr fires a shot, saved by Jones. Puck into the corner. Burke chases it down.
Oh.
And the pass to Kerr goes between his legs. They have to come back and reset. Arhat Badia behind the Bedford net. Noah Drake on the forecheck. Here's Greer. Runs into a man. Kerr has to take over. Kerr loses it. Now they have to skate back. They better hurry here because Noah Drew might just beat him to it. And he does.
Oh, boy.
Here's a centering pass. That gets blown up by Arhat Badia. Puck is loose in front of the net. And Guimont is able to close off. Noah Drew came around from the back of the net, tried to wrap it around. Guimont was ready. And so far, the best scoring opportunity is for the Tide. And now
Penalty on
a
Greer.
penalty on Greer. He's going to go in on a cross check. And that's going to wipe out the power play for Bedford. And it's going to even things up 4-on-4 and give Concord a bit of a power play at the end.
Yeah, mental breakdown there. As Concord, to their credit, really kind of put the pressure on, try to get a couple shots there. Short a man and unnecessary, but now we're going to be 4-4 for a little while.
So 2:05 left in regulation here. Off the face-off, it goes past Philbrick. He's got to go out, and Concord resets the possession in the zone. Philbrick gets the puck back. Got some room here into the Bedford zone. The shot by McGonigal hits the stick and goes out of play. 1:50 to go, third period. Bedford leads 2-1. Both teams down a man. You've got a too many men penalty on Concord. 1:04 left there. Bedford wins the possession and clears that out of zone. Will Scott does that. Alex Forward gets it to Philbrick now. To McGonigal. Will Scott breaks that up. Decides to clear it. Can't quite do it. Forward gets the shot right into Guimont, who covers that up. Another big save there by Shea.
Yeah, Scott was trying to get it out of the zone and just couldn't. And then for Forward, things just kind of parted for him right there to have a good open shot. Fortunately for Bedford, it was right at the chest of Guimont.
So 48 seconds to go here in the Concord penalty. 1:27 on the Bedford penalty. 1:32 left in regulation. It's going to be Kerr versus Joey Alla. No, we're going to get a timeout here by Concord to discuss strategy here with 1:32 to play.
You got to wonder, they're going to talk about a couple things here. One, the 4-on-4 of this face-off, but also the final 30 or so that they're going to be in a power play opportunity.
Well, they could also talk about pulling Jones out of the net and get a 5-on-4 advantage here. I mean, no reason why they couldn't pull the goaltender.
Sure.
We'll see what they decide here. Probably talking about it at the appropriate time to do that. Maybe if Concord's able to get the box going and control the play, maybe they'll pull Jones out of the net.
Certainly here early, although we're late January, it is still early in the season for a lot of us just getting these games going. So I'm sure Coach Walsh wants to be very clear with his instructions here, as well for Coach Myers.
And I expect Myers to have his best checkers out there. Try to break up whatever Concord's got in mind.
Yep.
So a critical 92 seconds coming up here. Low scoring game. Both teams are used to scoring a lot more. Bedford had 6 goals yesterday, a 6-0 shutout against Wyndham, while Concord won their game against Hanover 8-2.
Fun one here today. Again, welcome all the viewers. A reminder, at 5 p.m. this evening, girls Bedford hockey will be taking on Sauhegan here. Same live links will be all up and available for you guys to watch that action.
So we got Purcell, Vadia out there, Kerr,
Scott.
and Scott. Puck is loose.
Ooh.
Comes to Bedford. Has an opportunity to clear. No, they're going to bring it right out. Bedford gets onside. Not quite. Oh, Kerr was just over the line. I really thought he got his skate back, but maybe he didn't get it on the ice. Yep. So that's going to be offsides.
Fortunately, Scott didn't just not grab that puck so quickly.
Now here's Scott with a chance. His shot hits Philbrick. Scott into the corner. Now Philbrick with it for Bedford, 2-on-2. Philbrick down the right wall.
Goalie coming out for Concord.
Extra attacker out for Concord. Wide shot. Somebody loses the stick.
Sticks everywhere. Well, that broke.
Back to the point, Craig. Alex forward up top. His wrister. That hits the body and it's cleared out. 51 seconds to play here. The Concord penalty is over.
Yep.
Bedford's Concord's going to have a 2-man advantage here with the goalkeeper out.
Interesting. He took him to the
Here's
bench.
Philbrick. The high shot hits Guimont in the mask and he hits the netting above.
Interesting. They didn't stay with Fancho there, who served the power play. Lost probably about 7 or 8 seconds of that 6-on-4 opportunity.
So 36.6 to go here. Bedford down 1 man plus Concord pulling the goalkeeper, so it's a 6-on-4 with the net empty. So Bedford has a chance to pot an empty netter without a risk of an icing call here. Craig's going to take this face-off here against Brady Burke. But Concord wins. Philbrick over to forward. To Philbrick, the high shot. Hits a leg. Forward takes control. Philbrick with it again. This is Craig, the wrister. Hits a leg.
Oh, nice.
Held in by Concord. 20 seconds to play. Down behind the net. Vadia chases it down. Vadia. Philbrick down low. Looking for somebody to get it up to. There's a check. The puck is in the crease. And the whistle blows. Not sure why. Puck was loose. But there is 6.6 seconds to go in the game. 1 second left in the Bedford penalty. Things getting a little chippy out there, and the officials try to calm everybody down.
Still unsure of the whistle.
Philbrick is complaining. I think he's showing a cross-check sign saying that somebody was cross-checking him, and the officials are talking it over. Still no indication what's going on here.
I didn't see a hand up indicating a penalty.
I guess whatever happened, they're waving it off. They're going to have a face-off where? Out of the zone?
To be determined.
So now the officials are talking things over. Are they getting a new puck? There's a straight puck all the way there.
Yep. Good eyes.
Still no indication of what's going on. But here's the reset. 6.6 seconds left in regulation. Concord down 2-1. Bedford with a man in the penalty box for 1 more second. And another whistle here. The official's talking over with Marty Myers. He's trying to argue where the faceoff should be. Again, we have no idea why that whistle was blown, although it was an advantage for Bedford because the puck was loose in the Bedford crease. Still talking it over with the officials. Now,
timeout, Bedford.
Bedford's going to, okay, so Bedford calls timeout.
Yep.
pretty key face-off here, and
Absolutely.
good
This
reason
is
to
one.
discuss strategy here.
Yeah, this is one we'd like to get. Certainly win this one. Nice job by Concord in that situation there. Bedford had a couple opportunities of trying to clear the zone, and red shirts were able to block it and keep it in.
Yeah, Concord just all over the place. And Philbrick, again, you know, first he's at the point, then he's down low. The guy just covers so much ice.
Yeah, Philbrick is a name we've said often today, that's for sure. Doing a really nice job for Concord.
A great career. He's got to be a senior. I don't have a list of players grade level. Is he a senior? Got to be, because I've been calling his name for years. No, he's a junior. Wow, so he's got another year to go. I got to believe he's on some college radars right now, the way he plays. Concord always had a pretty talented squad, but so has Bedford. So that's why this contest has been one we've been looking forward to.
Yeah, certainly Concord, one of the premier programs in the state with healthy numbers each and every year. And when you're able to produce a strong JV numbers team and a varsity team, normally you'll get that upperclassman leadership representing the late Wednesday and Saturday games. And it's no surprise they'll be successful again this year.
So here we go. It's going to be Burke against Craig. Off the face-off into the corner. Vadia just happy to tie it up. 1 second to go. And that's it. Bedford wins.
Nice job by Brady Burke, chipping that face-off away, and then Vadia's.
All they had to do was just tie the puck up and let the clock do the rest.
Yep.
So the players all gather around Shea Guimont, who I would have to give the #1 star to because he was outstanding. We don't have the shots on goal, but I think Concord probably won that metric. And except for the one scrum in the third where he got scored on after making multiple saves, he's been rock solid today. And Kevin Jones did a tremendous job as well for Concord. But the Bulldogs managed to win this one. All the scoring in the first period. First 2 goals by Owen Roberto. The first one actually a own goal by Concord, accidentally knocked into his own net by Brooks Craig. But the second goal, a 2-on-1 that they were able to put away. That was Kerr to Roberto. That made it 2-0. And then as we mentioned later, it was Noah Drew on a scrum in the crease. He was able to put away multiple attempts at the puck, getting it by Shea Guimont. And that's where we ended the first period at 2-1, and the game ends a 2-1 score. So pretty exciting action here.
Absolutely, yeah, certainly. You know, the network that Guimont picking up right where he left off last year with a lot of quality outings for Bedford, and certainly an exciting game that I think both teams were excited to finally get and have and be healthy to get the game in today. And so nice job for the Bulldogs going 2 for 2 this weekend with a win yesterday over Wyndham, and then in preparation next for visiting Trinity. Well, playing at the home ice here on Wednesday, taking on Trinity.
So that's it for the boys. Now later on, right around 5 o'clock, we're going to have the Bedford girls here taking on Sauhegan, and that game will be on BCTV. We hope you stick around and enjoy that. So for me, Harry Kozlowski, and Corey Parker, thank you very much to George Cox and Bill Jennings for setting the game up and doing all the technical work. We'll sign off from here. 2-1, Bedford is the winner. You've been watching BCTV and listening to Bedford 105.1. So long, everybody.